You no longer have to use expensive booking appointment tools like Calendly to create a booking appointment system for your business or for a client. Google Calendar just rolled out its new built-in appointment scheduler feature, which you can actually use to set up a booking appointment system where clients can easily book meetings with you. What's up, guys? Welcome back to today's video. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a step-by-step process on how you can easily create an appointment booking system for yourself if you're a business owner, or probably you are a virtual assistant, how to do it for another person. I'm going to be showing you how you can easily set your available time, how you can automatically block out times where you know you're not going to be available, and of course the clients will not be able to see the time slots where you're not available to book a meeting with you. And most importantly, how you can actually share so that clients can start booking meetings with you.
All right, so the first thing we're going to do is open up Google and go to the apps launcher at the top here, and you can simply locate your Google Calendar right here. So this is mine. I'm going to click on that. Once it's opened, go to the top left-hand corner and click the create button here. And once you do that, you're going to see appointment schedule. Now, this is what we need. Click on appointment schedule, and it takes us to this interface, all right? Now, the first thing we're going to do is to add in a title. And now let's say, for example, I want to create this appointment schedule for my clients to be able to book a social media strategy session with me. So I'm going to write the title here as social media strategy session. And then next is the appointment duration. How long should each appointment session end? So this is where you can select that. Basically, this means that every session with a client is going to last 1 hour. Next is general availability. Now, this is where you're going to be selecting the days and time that you're going to be available for someone to book a session with you. Right? So simply go to the day, go to the time, just click on the box and select the time window that you're going to be available for appointment booking. If you're not going to be available on a specific day, go across that day and click this circle which is crossed, which says unavailable all day, and it's going to take up that day. Now, if you want to add a day, simply click on the plus sign and another day is going to be added, and then you can add your time slot. Now, let's say you want to repeat a particular time slot across all the days that you're going to be available. Simply go to the day. For example, I'm going to use Monday. So go here, come here, you're going to see where it says copy time to all. Click on that, and you can see it automatically copies this same time slot to all the other days. Next is a time zone. Now click on this drop down arrow and you can select your specific time zone. Now, if in case you are a remote worker, let's say maybe you are a virtual assistant and you work with clients or maybe teams or even employers across different parts of the world, and let's say you are managing a client's calendar in another country, setting the right time zone ensures that their meeting are scheduled correctly. So if you choose a wrong time zone, you're going to find out that the availability slot will be off, and that will lead to scheduling conflict. Next is the scheduling window. Now click on this drop down arrow and it's going to take you to this interface. Now the scheduling window settings is basically where you can set rules so that people don't book times that don't work for you. So we're going to start with the maximum time in advance that an appointment can be booked. So you can just click on the arrow buttons to change, to reduce, or to add the number of days. I'm going to leave it at 30 days. So basically, this means that 30 days is how far ahead someone can actually schedule a session time with me. For example, let's say today is July 1st. A client can only book a session with me up to August 1st. They can't book a session after August 1st, right? And the reason is because maybe you don't know your schedule yet for maybe the months ahead. So you don't want people to book too early. In simple terms, 30 days is how far in the future someone can actually book a session time with me. If they book 1 week before or 2 weeks before, even 1 month before, that is okay. But if they book, let's say 2 months before, it's not possible, right? So they have to book within that 30 days window. This settings actually helps to not allow people to book a session time with you too far ahead in the future. Next is the minimum time before the appointment start that it can be booked. Now, this one actually avoids or block people from booking time to last minute. So for example, my available time that I've set here is 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and the minimum time I've set is 4 hours. So let's say someone comes and they try to book session with me at 9 a.m. Now from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., that is 4 hours difference. So they are allowed to book a session with me. But in case someone comes to book a session with you, maybe at 11 a.m. or even 12 p.m., they will not be allowed to book a session. That is because it is way below that 4 hours minimum time that you have set. This is actually helpful because it's going to give you at least 4 hours window for you to prepare before the meeting with the client. Next is adjusted availability. This setting lets you shift your available hours for meetings only on certain days. For example, let's say normally we take clients from 1 to 2 p.m. And let's say on Wednesday, something happens and maybe I have a different appointment to attend, maybe from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. So what I can do is I can use this setting to adjust my availability from, let's say, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. on that Wednesday. So that is what this is for. So you simply need to click on change date availability and you select the day here. And then to add the time, simply come on the right here. You're going to see this little plus sign. Click on that and it's going to bring out the time, the boxes where you can add your own time slots. If in case you want to change another day's availability, simply click on change a date availability again. And then another one is going to pop up where you can change the date and the time slot. If you want to delete an adjusted availability time, go across that period and just click this X and it's gone. Now, right up here, this is where you can set when clients can actually start seeing and start booking an appointment session with you. Right now, are you available now? You can select the available now. But if you have a specific date that you want this calendar to go operational or you want clients to start booking sessions with you, you can set the start and end date right here. And that will be the time window that clients will be able to book a session with you. For example, let's say I want to lock out 2 weeks period of my time to host one-on-one session with my client. Then I can just put a start and end day that is within that 2 weeks period. And that will be the only time window where clients can book a session with me. Next is booked appointment settings. Now, this is where you set your buffer time. A buffer time is basically a gap between meetings. For example, if you set your buffer time to 15 minutes, that means when your first meeting ends at, let's say, 4 p.m., the next one can only start at 4:15 p.m. The 15 minutes is your buffer time. That is your time to rest and to relax before the next meeting so that you don't get overwhelmed or get too tired before the next meeting. And this also means that if a client tries to book an appointment with you within your buffer time period, they are going to be blocked. For example, if they try to book an appointment at 4:05 p.m., they're going to be blocked because they have to wait until your buffer time is over. Right here, you can also go ahead and set the maximum number of bookings you can have per day on your calendar. And I'm going to leave that at 3 at most. And then we go now to guests can invite. Make sure you tick that off because we don't want guests to invite others during the meeting because it's a private session. Next is to check the calendar for availability. Now, once you check your Google Calendar for availability, what happens is Google Calendar is going to look at your other events to avoid double booking. For example, let's say on Wednesday, you already have a booked session from 1 to 2 p.m. and maybe a client tries to book a session with you at 1:30, they will not be able to because at this point, Google Calendar says, nope, this time is already taken. And another thing is that Google Calendar will only show the clients the times when you're free. So the clients can only see the slots where you're free for booking. Now, once that is set up, come at the bottom and click the next button. We go now to booking page photo and name. This is where you actually set the image and name you want to appear on your Google appointment scheduler. And this is what clients are going to see. So click on manage account and then you can see this is my image right here. And this is the name, it's Risa. Now, if in case I want to change it, I can simply go to personal info and then go to where it says basic information. This is my image. So just click on the image, and this is where you can just change. You can click on change and change it. You can also remove the image right here. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to leave this image here. As for the name, click on the name right here. Click the arrow button and you can change the name right here. So I'm going to leave mine like this, but you can also change that. We go now to location and conferencing. Now, this is where you select how and where your meeting is going to take place. Do you want your meeting to take place over a phone call or maybe an in-person meeting where you guys meet somewhere and chat, or maybe virtually? So I'm going to choose virtually and go with Google Meet video conferencing. Now, with this Google Meet video conferencing, every time a client books a meeting, it's going to automatically generate a meeting link, so that when it's time for the meeting, the client can just click that link and we can start our meeting virtually. We go now to description. This is where you actually put in the text that is going to appear on your booking page. I'm going to be using ChatGPT to help me with this. I'm going to ask it to write me a clear description for my booking page. I'm going to copy it, go back and just paste it there. Now you can make some necessary edit if you like, but I'm going to use ChatGPT for this example. And then you can also do some basic editing here. You can bold it, italize it, underline it, right? So you have some editing tools right here that you can use for that. We go now to the booking form. Now, this is where you can actually customize the type of information you want clients to put in or to fill in your form when they are booking an appointment with you. Now, do you want their first name, their last name, their email address, or something else? So you can click on add an item, and let's say we want the phone number, click the drop down arrow and select phone number, and then click required, and of course click add item. Now, if in case you want to delete an item, simply just hover your cursor around, click the X across the item, and it's going to take it off. We go now to the last section, which is booking confirmation and reminders. Now, make sure you tick on this little box, because every time a client actually books a meeting with you, both you and the clients, you're going to get a confirmation email in your inbox, and it's also going to automatically generate a Google Calendar invitation inside your Google Calendar. And that's another way you can easily log into the meeting. Simply open up your Google Calendar and locate the meeting, and you can just get into your meeting. Now, once that is done, click on the save button, and as you can see, it is created. So I'm going to click outside here, and you can see this is my Google Calendar. These are the time slots where people can actually book a meeting with me. So I'm going to click on any of them and then click open booking page here, and it takes me to the page. So you can see this is my name, this is the title, the description. And if you take a look on the calendar here, you can see this little blue sections here. So those are the time slots where I'm actually available for bookings. So you can see the dates here. Now, let's say I'm a client and I want to book an appointment. I'm going to select a date, available date here, and you can see this box opens up where I'll need to fill in my personal information. And once I'm done, I can just click book, and that is it. Now, what if you want to share your booking page? Simply go back to your calendar and open up any slots here and click this share button. This page is going to open up, and you can just click the link right here. Now, if you want to embed it into your website, simply just click the website embed, and a code is going to show up where you can click and put it in your website. Now, if in case at some point you decide to make some changes on your booking page, simply open up a slot and go to the top here, click this editing tool right here, go to the section. For example, I want to change the description. I'm going to copy and paste in my description here, and of course do some basic editing. I can also add a link to my video right here as well. I can just go to the video, copy the link, come here and paste it here. I can also do some editing on the link, like change the name. So I can do all this adjustment right here. And once I'm done, I just come at the bottom and click the save button. Now I'm going to go back to the appointment calendar right here, go to the booking page. So you can see once I refresh it, you can see everything has changed here, right? So the description now is much longer, and you can see everything has changed. So that is how you can easily create a booking appointment page using Google Calendar for free.